30 seconds. Twenty.
Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Game time, baby. Let's go. How about this?
Oh, I thought you were. Okay, coming in.
Woo! It's that time. Happy New Year.
Uh-oh.
You're tuned in to the dopest sports show on radio.
Uh-oh.
It's The Crush, streaming live on the Sensation Station Network and also on WBLZSports.com. I am your humble co-host,
You
E.
gotta change it.
Glaze.
2018, you're not the humble one no more.
I am humble.
No, you're not.
I will stay humble.
You have turned into that guy.
To all my people, I'm still humble.
No.
Don't believe her.
You have to change that, sir.
He's still a receiver, man.
You've become. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's keep going.
See how you do?
I'm just saying.
See how you do? You got guests in the house, man.
I didn't want you going into 2018 saying that when you're the guy that's hard to deal with.
See how petty he is?
Oh.
I am.
You petty.
What's going on, brother? What's happening? Let's go.
And that guy who had to take up 5 minutes of the intro, it makes you heard. What's happening, Herb?
How you doing, sir? How you doing, sir?
We got us a guest in the house, and you all should putting what they say, putting house business in front of the
Put family business all in the street.
all in the street right now.
You got family business all in the street.
We're supposed to be sweeping the house, making sure it's clean in front, like we got some good furniture.
We're supposed to clean up.
Yeah.
Like, in the new year, it's supposed to clean up.
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying.
You see how you do? Got us all out there in the public. We got a great show for you guys today. Lericia Harris is in the building.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
What's up, y'all?
Y'all think we got jobs? Y'all
Multimedia.
don't. Y'all think we everywhere? Nah. She got us eat.
By a long way.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We also talking that college football today, man. What a weekend! State of Georgia is on fire right now.
Dumb lit around here.
Alabama say we been here. Georgia say we here too. Off the blank might have said I couldn't ask for a better championship game. It's about to be lit in Atlanta right here.
Only people upset are the hotels.
Yeah.
Because Georgia people won't be.
No.
We're not booking a room. We'll see you. We'll see you
Yeah,
Monday night.
we'll see y'all. We gotta do all that. We're gonna do some rundown. We're gonna talk some realists. You got a lot of realists, man.
Man, listen, we have to negotiate this really segment.
He want
need to
more
be
time.
like-
He want more time.
We need to be like 2 segments because it's hard to narrow down 3 good ones
Yeah.
when it's like 7, 8, 9. Like I could have just did realists on Cam Newton. I mean, Cam deserved his own segment the way he played on Sunday.
Yeah. It was. We thank him though in Atlanta. We thank him.
I know you do.
We're gonna talk a little pro football
I know
too.
you do.
Giving a shout out to how you say Red Oak stick together. I see it. I saw it this Sunday. Red Oak stick together. I saw it this Sunday. I thought you were playing make sure. No, Red Oak stick together. Thank you, Cam, from the Falcon fan. Shout out to you, Cam.
You're supposed to be impartial.
I am, but
How are you being impartial? It sounds like you're cheering.
I'm not cheering. I'm just looking at what Cam did for the city of Atlanta, make sure.
But you're supposed to be impartial.
I am right now. Look, I'm impartial to the fact that as a guy who stays in the city of Atlanta, Red Oak stuck together. How about that?
Okay. if that's what you want to do.
Make sure let's put a lot of people on chip duty. We want y'all to be on snack duty.
Yes, let me tell you. So many of you guys, your teams are at home. Yes. Falcon fans rejoice. You just got it. Cam clearly didn't want y'all buying drinks. He clearly didn't want y'all buying drinks.
Red Oak stick together, man.
Red Oak stick together. And you know, it's so funny. You can tell when you have like impact on people. Because 3 or 4 people telling some, yeah, take that Red Oak. Y'all so petty. Y'all so petty.
We're about to take us a break. When we come back, it's a crushing interview. Stay with us.
Let's go.
It's the Crush.
See, yeah, I'm blind, man. How you gonna pick it on me because I'm blind, man? I can't see y'all, so I have to go get glasses, man. It's okay.
Hey, they can't talk about glasses. I wear glasses.
You wear glasses?
What? I got trifocals.
That's funny.
I do.
There's Lericia,
I
everybody.
have trifocals.
Super multimedia. She do everything.
Hey.
She's
all right?
She's silly, y'all.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
It's a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
y'all.
I had chip duty set up for a lot of people,
Hey.
everybody. So
So if you're just joining,
we will
or-
be on chip duty.
What? What? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you back there? We don't need all that anger back there. We don't need all anger back there.
When it starts scratching.
She said what?
She back there talking about, what's that scratching?
I don't like that.
We're about to do our
I got a playlist. I need to give you these new songs I want to add.
Great. Can you email it?
Can I email it? Why can't I text you?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
I forgot
I made a list. I just gotta find it.
What's up, everybody? It's about her. She talked to her fans. She got a lot of them.
What?
So she
My boy Lundy. So Lundy says that you keep him company on his way to work on Sundays.
Yes, on ATL up close. Hey, I like you. Or which one? Or Sports in the City? Which one?
27.
So I'm saying she got so many
She-
jobs.
which one do I help you with?
I know, right?
Which one do I help? What she'll talk about?
See, yeah, we do get some good young running backs too. Boy, can't wait to see what Todd Gurley gonna do. It's gonna be very interesting. I like the Lamar Hunt. A lot of good running backs. The running back position, maybe you coming back.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my jam.
We're going into that crushing interview brought to you by ORC Software. The ORC team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. ORC's motto is that when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to ORC.com for more information. Make sure please introduce our guest, sir.
Super multimedia commentator, announcer, whatever you want to call it, she does it, man. She say she'll do traffic, she'll do weather. She'll scramble some eggs too if you wanted to. Coming to the microphone, Miss Lericia Harris. What's going on, Lericia?
What's up? What's up?
What's happening?
Not much. I'm here with y'all.
Hey,
Hey, that's
let's
good
get
thing.
it.
That's
I'm
a
here
good
with
thing.
y'all tonight. What's up?
Let me ask you this. When did you know you wanted to be an on-air personality?
Okay, so you know how your family notices your gifts, your parents notices your gift before you do?
Right.
Well, they kind of knew it already, and I didn't really come to the understanding that I wanted to do this until I actually got to college. Because at first, for me, it was, I think I want to be a math teacher. But then when I got to college, and I was sitting down with my counselor, we were going over everything, because I was blessed with a full ride, praise the Lord, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
But we were talking, and she was just like, okay, what do you want to do? And I was like, and sat there. And so she was like, okay, well, what do you like? And I started explaining, and she was like, okay, seems to me, I think you would be a good fit for mass comm. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So got into it, and it's been it ever since. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is what I want to do. I love doing this right here. This is what's up. This is fun.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
How do you juggle the different duties that you have? Because you can be on the sideline, you can be in the studio. How do you handle all your duties?
You have to know how to switch it on and off depending on what you're doing. So, like for instance, on this is a little more relaxed, more cool because y'all laid back. You know,
Right.
y'all real swaggy
For now.
right now.
Okay.
Okay, but I know y'all turn up the heat too. Though. I know y'all do. But you just have to know how to switch it on and off. You have to know what role that you're in. If you're in a news role, you have to know how to shift that voice into a news role. Know how to change your voice up and down, fluctuate certain words. Or if you're doing a hosting gig, you don't want to be newsy and people you aren't captivating their attention
Right.
because you're such a news person. Like you have to just switch it on.
Okay, I want you to switch it on and off for me. So first thing what you do, talk about our new mayor
Okay.
in the news voice.
Mhm.
And number 2, hype up a party this weekend.
Oh Jesus! Now, oh Lord. Okay, y'all gonna laugh at me trying to hype up the party. 'Cause that is not my role. That is not what I do. But you know, I can talk about the 60th mayor of Atlanta, Keisha Lance Bottoms, had her inauguration today. She spoke on how she's going to keep Atlanta moving forward. She even talked about being a young black girl and how black girl magic is taking over when she was referencing Atlanta City Council President Felicia Moore.
Okay.
Sound newsy to me.
That was newsy.
That sounds very newsy.
A little bit.
We throwing a party this weekend to Crush.
Oh Jesus.
Get his crunk up in here. Sell these tickets.
Okay, let's see.
We got music for you too.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. I can't do it.
Like freestyle.
Y'all,
remix.
like, I'm corny, man. Like,
You really get that?
I'm for real. Like I'm corny, hyping up a party. Like, oh, it's lit. We in here. It's on. Like, shut up, baby.
I be laughing. But you get that, you hear that deep voice back going like,
Yeah.
party this week. Yeah, it's all that. So,
Yeah.
be coming into this and getting to Atlanta because you into one of the biggest in the country in the CBS family.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get into that role and get into that the V and the 92.9 and WAOK? How you get into that family?
It all fell into place for me. Like it was, you know how they always say, if you position yourself correctly, or when it's your time, it's your time. It fell into place for me. Ryan Cameron, who is the host of the Ryan Cameron Morning Show on B103, he actually had a mega media boot camp back in, what was that, 2013? No, 2014, 15. Yeah, that year. And I came up because my dad told me about it, because my dad lives up here. He told me about it, came up, went to the mega media boot camp, and then the rest is history. Like, I was able to meet Reggie, and I literally had 30 seconds to give my spiel. And so when they tell you have your elevator pitch ready, you gotta have it ready. Because I had my stuff together, went up to Reggie, he was like, okay, we got this, go apply. Went and applied, went through the rest of everything, and here I am.
And there she is.
That's simple.
Hey man, we come back. We got more, Lericia. Stay with us, Sister Crush.
I told y'all I was corny, man. I
Yeah.
can't hype up no party like
Hype
that.
it up.
I can't hype up no party like that. Hey, y'all. Okay, I think I might switch to my Facebook because
Switching up.
I got some text messages about going to Facebook.
People want you on the book.
So if you follow me on Facebook, I might go over there and say, okay, I might go over there and say,
Well, somebody said Bankhead Seafood closed and say it ain't sold.
Well, that's some staple of Atlanta.
Man, what? Please tell me that's just a rumor.
That's staple.
Bankhead Seafood closing, everybody. I need to know. You ain't never had it?
30
You
seconds.
probably wouldn't like it because you lost it. Yeah. You really, y'all really get seafood, so you
20
like
seconds.
It's trash.
Good.
It's trash.
oh my gosh.
Trash.
15 seconds. back.
Hey, we're back, man. We right now in the middle of our crushing interview brought to you by Orsi Software with Lericia Harris. So make sure you go ahead and get that next one in, man. You know, because
So Lericia,
Uh-oh.
I put out a post after the Birmingham Bowl
Uh-huh.
about making ESPN twice. Did you see yourself on ESPN avoiding that
Yes.
bath from Charlie Strong with
I
Charlie Strong?
did. I did.
Yeah, yeah.
My friend actually sent it to me. Because you know, you can rewind.
Yeah, I need to get. Well, I recorded it. I have to. I need to put it back out there. Yeah.
You gonna put me out there like that?
Nah, I was right behind you. I had to get out the way too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was cold.
It was very cold.
I wasn't trying to get that Gatorade on me.
And Charlie Strong really wasn't with that.
Nah, he ran too.
he was me, and I was in the booth like this. How's it going down there?
Talk about the excitement of that Birmingham Bowl.
Man, that was fun because it was, for me, my first time doing the Birmingham Bowl.
Okay.
So that all in itself was exciting. Then just having those two great teams going at it and then being on the sideline to witness it and be able to talk about it. It was just fun. Like, beside it being cold and a little rainy and misty, but it was phenomenal. Like, an experience that I will never forget.
How many sideline reporting times have you done so far? Was that your first one, or have you done more?
No, I've actually done 3. Yes, 3 since I've been up here in Atlanta.
So take us from your first one to your third one. How much have you learned?
Oh God, a lot. So much. Like, you go back, you know how you go back and listen to yourself, you're like, oh, that sounded terrible. Oh, I couldn't
Right,
do this.
right.
Oh, that was, oh, Lericia, what were you thinking? It was just like that. Like, you listen to the very first one, the 2016 Celebration Bowl. I'm like, okay, sounded nervous. Like, I wasn't very confident, you know. But
That was
then,
A&T, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
A&T went up. Right.
and then you go back, listen to 2017. I'm like, oh yeah, girl, I see the growth. I see it.
Right.
But you just learn how to carry yourself more. You learn what to do in situations if something goes wrong, or if you just need something to say to fill in. You learn that what more information you could have had than what you had the year before, or how to say stuff better, how to ask questions quicker, get straight to the point.
People don't understand in this thing that we do, constantly reading, constantly learning. Just talk about how you prepare yourself for all of your gigs.
So you have to read and you have
boy.
to know a lot. It's like you have to know a little bit about a lot.
You have to over prepare.
Yes.
People don't understand that.
No, they don't. People think you just get on this microphone and talk. No,
Right.
you don't. Like, because if you sit down and do an interview with a person and they can feel that you don't know what you're talking about,
Boy.
oh, they are going to put you out there.
Boy.
So you really,
Right.
you have to know what to do, especially if you get a person who says 2 words.
Right.
And
Right.
then you have to know, oh yeah, I gotta pull this
I
out
got-
here. I got to really dig in there.
I love when they try to, oh, y'all supposed to be ready. Then I throw a fact on. Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
ready. Yeah, don't do that. We invited you. Don't do that. Don't try to be funny. Don't try to be quick. We got you. So when you get there, I mean, when you're about to, like so Birmingham Bowl, you about to interview Charlie Strong.
Mm-hmm.
She was quick. She was quick on the draw getting.
So you get there.
You got to know how to maneuver.
She almost knocked the ESPN girl out the way.
How far in advance had you thought about your questions?
I had thought about my questions from the beginning of the game, depending on what was stated during the press conference, of course, and then watching what happened in the first half. If something changes, then you switch it up. And then, since everything in the Birmingham Bowl happened, kind of like
In
that
the fourth quarter?
Yeah, in the fourth quarter, those last minutes,
Boy.
then you switch up the questions again, because I'm like, okay, well, at first I was already prepared, like, well, Texas Tech looked like they about to take it, so, let me drop this question in here on Coach.
Right.
The December 23rd reference, etc. And then they started not doing well. I'm like, okay, well, let's go back to Charlie Strong. This is what he said in the press conference. Okay, I'm just keep it simple. Coach, tell me about the last 2 minutes of the game.
And bam,
Bam, there it
there
is.
it is. And Charlie Strong did 30 curls in between.
Operation Charlie Strong in effect, baby.
Hey man, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
I'm doing 1,000 curls every day. My shirts will feel like Charlie Strong in the spring.
Why you hate it?
No, I'm not hating. I'm with it.
But he like yay high.
Yeah.
He
He is much shorter than I thought.
Yeah, way shorter.
I was like,
I bet you won't grab.
nah, I'm not grabbing Charlie Strong.
Because Kingsbury was real swaggy.
Listen, so
They call
I got
him
a homegirl.
Dreamy. They call him all kinds.
So
Yo, he was. I'm telling
my
you, he was
homegirl was
swaggy.
like, could you just take pictures of Cliff Kingsbury? She adores this guy.
Yes, y'all should have saw him at a press conference.
Nah, he cool
the day
now.
before.
He has a
walked in-
modeling career ahead of him.
Yes,
If-
because
if-
he
if
walked
it-
in with the jacket on, the shirt. You know, to keep it open right there. He sat down, leaned a
He
little
was
bit.
looking like Miami Vice.
I said, okay, coach, all right. I see what you're doing here, coach.
Then after the game,
Ah.
hey, coach, you want to give a talk to the people? No.
No.
Straight
No.
questions.
Questions.
He ain't got nothing to say.
And
Coach,
okay.
Coach, what you say to your people? That's private.
That's private. He was ready to get out of there.
That's private. But I just told him,
Yeah.
I say, don't be mad.
He was ready. He was
You
ready
knew
to
number
get out.
9 was coming, Coach. He's been doing it for 4 years.
I mean,
Coach. I mean, it ain't a
Quinn
sick.
Flowers like, dude.
This is what Quentin do.
Why are you playing prevent?
This is what Quentin do if you let him do it.
Get out that coverage.
Don't get mad at us.
Right.
But I remember before the game, they were saying how we should look to see him in other positions. They didn't do that because of the predicament they were in.
Right.
He had to stay where he was.
Right.
Because I was like, okay, well, let me double make sure and see if they put him over here, you know, just to try to show his versatility a little bit. 'Cause
Right.
everybody knows he's probably
They're
going
like,
to
we
go.
down.
He gonna be
Do
straight.
you.
He gonna be straight candidate. Somebody will invite him to an NFL camp just out of respect. But if he won't say
30 seconds.
true career,
Yeah.
he'll go Canada, earn his keep there, and then make way to the NFL.
Twenty seconds. Coming back.
Hey, man, we're back, man. Old school players to new school fools. The crush. We're not new school. We're not old school. We're in the middle somewhere.
I know. Where,
That's how we are.
I bust raps like these boys bust gats.
2018.
I like when Big Boy said that.
Happy New Year, everybody.
He meant that.
First year of the show. First day of the show. First year, fourth year, fifth year. Been doing this a long time. Right now, we're doing a question interview with our girl, Lericia
yeah.
Harris. Is that say? Is it Lericia?
Lericia.
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 You're looking for an H. It's not there.
Now I have to
It's
make
not
sure.
coming.
Cause I like to make sure
Lericia.
people. Cause I know when people say when they spell my name with one N, it drives me insane. So I like to access. So Lericia, talk to us about your goals and when you came out. Cause you HBCU,
HBCU all day, baby.
BCU, Bethune-Cookman
Bethune-Cookman University.
in the building, coming in and being a part of HBCU and doing big things in mass communication in this media. How has it meant, for you? Being part of that and growing in the HBCU, got that full ride. I like that. I like that.
Yes.
And now you're in a big part of the big city, doing big things.
Really, like to me, I don't even think I'm doing enough.
Mm.
So I guess that's how or what keeps me going because it's so much that I want to do, and I'm like, okay, well I've done this, but I can do better. Like I try to keep focused that way, but I think the biggest thing for me is just making my HBCU proud, letting people know that this stuff comes out of HBCUs too.
All this
You know,
HBCU right here.
we good.
Somebody behind the court, but we good.
With her PWI education.
See how we do. Yeah.
I mean,
HBCU stick together.
we stick together. Now, if we playing each other, then we had a little
We have a little problem at that point, but we
You know.
stick together.
But yes, but I just like to represent where I'm from, let people know this is what made me, these people gave me my opportunities. Because in undergrad, I had the opportunity to do a lot. Like, I interned in Orlando twice, you know, covering the Magic, doing all that kind of stuff. So I had great opportunities, and that all came from my institution, my HBCU. So doing this, it just, you know, you just try to make your people proud.
Make your people
Try to work hard and make them proud.
Do you have, so I have a list, and I look at it all the time, and I'm like, I want to interview these people. I'm like you. I hadn't done anything till these people give me a call. Do you have those kind of lists put together?
I do. Like, well, actually, I was able to scratch off one of them this year.
Me too.
I was able to talk
Me too.
to.
Last year I did. Go ahead. This is about you.
No, who you talk to?
Dominique Willoughby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we did.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was on the list.
But I got to talk to the Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Wow.
Like, that was a big one for me. Like,
Do we really talk like in rhyme pattern?
What do you call that? What is that? Panoramic?
Yeah, do he really talk like he did on different words?
Yes. You are so silly.
Come on, Jesse.
What they say, the ionic parameter or whatever they say?
I believe we all can achieve. Okay. Yeah.
No, he really does hold like a great conversation. And prior to the interview, he let you know, okay, I got this to talk about. I got this to talk about. And he's like, okay, now we got a little too much, but this is what it was. It was a great interview. And just to be able to talk to him was a big thing for me because being in Atlanta just makes me want to learn a whole lot more because there's so much history.
Right.
Here. So much history.
For the culture.
Yes. So he was like a big one for me recently. Now, sports-wise, who would I say is at the very, very top? Angel McCautry, she was one. I was able to talk to her.
He petty right now, so just keep
I
going.
heard that. I heard
No,
that.
you didn't.
You know,
He's very petty.
okay, so the next one though for me, football, and I've always wanted to talk to him just because it's just Michael Vick.
You did that.
Like the closest I got was when he did his retirement,
Okay.
and they did it at Arthur Blank's
At the
office.
Blank's thing,
Yeah,
yep.
that was the closest I've got.
Why you just didn't grab it? You should just tackle it.
I ain't got time.
Ah, he can't move that fast. He fresh off ankle surgery at the time.
I was able to get Roddy White, but I wasn't able.
Roddy.
Yeah. I think the next one though would be Kaepernick. Of course, with everything that's been Kaepernick, he's definitely a big
That's
one.
top of everybody right now.
Yes.
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick.
Hey, you stay a little bit? Stay a little while? You sure? You ain't got no curfew, do you? Hey, when we come back, man.
Let's get it.
College football.
College football.
We'll be right back. Okay, I'm asking now. Get it out the way. Who do people say you remind them of the most?
Tyra Banks.
I'm the other one. What about Solange?
Yes, I get Solange.
Yeah.
But I've only recently been getting Solange.
I look at it.
Yes.
Because you know
did-
her album cover.
Yeah, I did that for her for Halloween. I promise I did. I got the clips.
You had the clip.
I made my hair a little more puffier. I put the clips all right there.
Yeah.
Wore like a little
Oh, they were like, oh, yes.
wavy
Did you
outfit.
win?
Nah, I ain't quite win because there was other people who had the Halloween costume.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna leave off of here now and go to Facebook. Okay, sorry guys, but thanks for watching.
You funny.
Bye.
Happy New Year to you, D. One time for Niski Lake. Know what it is? Hey, y'all, we finna talk this college football.
Oh Lord.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go change this up right quick, y'all. We'll be back.
Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Bus driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by Nissan.
I don't usually get stopped from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stop. It's called Better Futures, a stop for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation.
Yeah, man, I was supposed to. We had some other stuff to do. I was trying to get to the inauguration. Yeah, I want to see my Doug High Home girl get in there. I'm sure I'll bump into her somewhere.
I am live with Miss Yo.
30 seconds.
iPhone 12.
On the
20 seconds.
It's college football time, man. Hey, what all I can tell you is that this weekend was chrome. That's my Bethune-Cookman alumni getting down in the middle. HBCUs in the building.
You would have to go to HBCU to understand it. But I will say this: a lot of the PWIs are playing some very crunk music.
They getting that.
Texas Tech played a lot of Young G's at the Birmingham Bowl.
The moves didn't match the music, but they did all right. The sound was okay.
Yeah. They put on for the city.
I saw it.
A lot of Kanye.
I heard it.
Georgia State does it too.
Now they might stay in one place when they do it. Ain't no dancing
Ain't
with it.
Nah, ain't no rocking.
But they're playing it through the instruments.
Right.
It might be in a formation of Georgia State, but there's no dancing with it.
Nah.
It's only at the HBCU.
But they putting on for the city.
Yeah.
They putting on for the
so
city.
we're good.
Hey man, real quick, shout out to college football. We're getting down to the one game left.
One more game.
We're gonna start with the playoffs, going to Louisiana, the All-State Sugar Bowl, and Maceo said a quote, and I'm gonna say it too. 2 does not equal 4 in Clemson's offense. Maceo, when you saw this game, man, did everybody realize how great Deshaun Watson was after this game?
If they didn't, they know now. If they
Everybody just thought it was the offense and he had anybody. Okay, Deshaun was special, people. Right, Lericia?
I second that. You are absolutely right. And he was standing on the sideline too.
And I thought they were gonna take him to the back and ask him how to hit that leg. Well, hey, can you give me a few minutes?
Nah, you can't go. This is the thing I was trying to get everybody to understand. And you have to understand, it's college coaches' jobs to get everybody ready for the season. And, you know, with the quarterback battle, then when you figure out Kelly Bryant is the guy, Dabo has to tell everybody that Kelly Bryant is the bigger, stronger, faster version of Deshaun Watson to give everybody hope. But you have to understand, everybody, 2 games against Alabama, Deshaun Watson put up 75 points, had over 1,000 yards of total offense by himself.
Right.
Deshaun Watson is special.
Right.
Very special. You saw similar traits in the NFL before he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the Alabama defense was not scared of Kelly Bryant at all.
Yeah.
All night. All night. And people understand, not only did they lose Deshaun Watson, they lost a first-round receiver in Mike Williams.
Mm-hmm.
You lost an NFL running back in Wayne Gallman. And what people don't understand about what Wayne Gallman did to help protect Deshaun, pass protection. You saw every running back basically that Clemson ran out there had they couldn't protect him. Alabama blitzed the entire night, putting Kelly Bryant in a lot of bad situations, and the Tide move on.
What I love what they did, they made what people don't understand about Deshaun was that he was a smart player.
Without a doubt.
So if you
He was
blitzed
special.
him with 6-7 guys, he was gonna hurt you. Kelly wasn't ready for that. And when you send in 6'7", 6'6", 6'5", 240-pound guys of him every play, it can shake you.
Yes, he's so small.
And he was small and he couldn't see. And I told people when I told Maceo what Alabama was able to see, they saw what Syracuse did. And that Syracuse defensive line punished Clemson defensive line.
Majorly.
And the same thing happened against Alabama last night. And when Alabama played against them, they just punished them because Alabama didn't have great stats.
Oh no, they were terrible.
This would have lost any other game.
Alabama, listen. Before everybody gets excited about Alabama's defense, understand that Clemson was terrible. Clemson averaged all season almost 400 yards of offense.
Yeah.
They had 188 total yards. They averaged 2.7 yards per play. They were terrible last night.
124 and 64 on the ground. 33
Terrible.
carries. 19 of those carries by Kelly Bryant for 19 yards.
Terrible.
Kelly Bryant is probably waking up today like Alabama. Alabama. I'm not ready.
No, you did not.
I'm not ready.
But again, listen. when they game planned the last 2 seasons for Deshaun Watson, you had to understand. Listen, you almost got to pick your poison. With Kelly Bryant, they looked at, you know what, okay passer, okay runner, but he doesn't scare us.
Yeah.
We've had a month to get healthy. Man, we putting hands on these people.
But do you think it's a matter of lack of confidence on his side?
It was Kelly, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think Kelly got to the point when they was getting to him. And that's why we always say football is 90% mental.
Oh yeah.
You can have all the gifts God gave you, and you can run a 4-3. But if somebody get in your head, you're done for the game.
Right.
And they were done.
Right.
And Kelly was done. When they started tapping him, and you looking across at Alabama has been the same way for 7 years. Linebackers all 6'5", 6'6".
Mm-hmm.
Defensive linemen all 6'6", 300.
Big guys.
And they DB 6'1" and 6. So that's a huge squad you're looking
It's a
at.
very big football team. He recruits, again, Nick Saban has a type.
Yeah.
He has a type of DB he wants. He has a type of linebacker. And they recruit the same guys.
They look the
every year.
same every year.
And when we talk about programs, I always talk about people reload.
Yeah.
Alabama is truly one of those programs that reload. Where you saw with Clemson, Clemson has done a phenomenal job of recruiting. But it's hard to replace a Deshaun Watson. It's hard to replace a Mike Williams.
You like Deshaun, huh?
I mean, great kid.
Sean was special.
Yeah,
He was
good, though.
special.
He was good though.
Oh, he
We're
was
gonna break.
more than good.
We're going to talk when we come back. We're going to finish up this game. I just want to know your thoughts, Lericia, about was it Alabama or was it Clemson's lack of effectiveness that won this game last night? Think about it for a minute. We'll be right back. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
Hey y'all, okay. So what'd you say? Yes, you said
Hey,
Alabama won because they were pissed.
my dad always told, my dad be like, hey, listen, if we're ever gonna have a crush on anybody in football, it's gonna be Deshaun Watson. Alabama people love Deshaun Watson.
Because they don't understand. He was that good, Mason. It was.
Yeah,
He was that.
yeah, it showed.
He
It
was
showed.
that good.
It showed. Without a doubt.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. The Crush. Learn her name because she's gonna be on ESPN one day. That's what she headed, right?
Huh?
ESPN, Fox Sports. This is.
Well, you know, ESPN, Disney and brought out Fox.
It sure did.
That's future money.
Disney with all this money, man.
That was a $53 billion.
I know.
Yeah, that's it.
They wrote that with one check. Here you go.
Sure did.
Oh, you go. We want all that.
Yes, hell Wildcat.
We want all that.
Yeah, mama girl. Hey girl, how you doing?
This girl energy is crazy.
That's my girl. My grandmama came on here.
So you and what you call it, and the one who did this logo or cousin.
Mhm. Tina.
And that's okay. All right. Boy, family run deep.
Sure do.
Family run deep, everybody.
It's a small world. I tell you, it's a small world.
Mooley, we appreciate that. Happy New Year to you too, Mooley. What up, Mooley?
Movie.
That's Mooley. It's our guy. His name's DeWan, but we've always called him Mooley his whole life.
Call that young man.
Mama called him Mooley. We gonna call him Mooley.
Movie.
Coach Stewart, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Coach Stewart.
Coach. It's our golf expert.
CJ
Oh, I
Washington
got
said
an
he's here.
expert.
You know CJ Washington?
Yes, I know CJ.
Hey,
We went to
there,
school together.
there you go, right there, CJ.
Hell Wildcat.
What up, young Thom? What's up, man? I'm still gushing over young Larry, man. I ain't been right since I saw him. We gonna get that boy some things,
Tina
man.
just checked in right there. Tina said, hey, cousin.
Hey, Tina girl. I got a golf expert, Katrina King. That's my go-to name.
15.
We're gonna break it down, Gene. I don't see it that way, but
Coming back.
let's see.
Hey, we back. Hey, Lericia, we need you to get ready, man. New season coming up soon now. Lericia Claren, Atlanta Dream. Shout out to our people at the Atlanta Dream next week. On Monday, we have the president of Atlanta Dream joining us. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
We're back, man. We're talking about Alabama, Clemson. And I left a question for Lericia. I'm gonna mess your name up about 100 times.
It's okay.
Lericia.
It's Lericia, you want to make it a long sound.
Yeah, I make it
short
long.
sound. Let's go.
But was it Alabama or was it Clemson's lack of effectiveness that was a big part of this game, in your opinion?
It was a little of both, in my opinion, because Clemson, they not once got their offensive rhythm together at all. They never got it together. But I feel like Alabama, too, also had a chip on their shoulder because you did have a lot of people coming in this year saying they don't even deserve to be there.
Oh, no doubt.
There was a lot of people
Oh,
who
you
came
tell-
in saying
You never tell a
Yes.
team that.
You were a little
You never
chippiness.
tell.
Yes, because a lot of people saying, and me included, and I ain't ashamed to say it, I was a part of that crew who
Right.
thought they didn't deserve to be there. Only because I felt like their team this year didn't play a tough enough schedule compared to other teams in the past. So that was like one of my debates or whatever. But I do feel like they played a little bit with a chip on their shoulder. They were upset, and I agree with Dan Ryan, who put that on my Facebook Live. They were a little upset. So they
Oh, they were
let
angry.
them know.
And
Yeah.
matter of fact, Tony Brown says that Dabo Swinney basically say Coach Swinney gave them all the ammunition they needed, saying they didn't belong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he also said, what did he say? He said the Tide weren't ready. They weren't worthy of being a top 4 team. And Dabo also voted Ohio State to be in over Alabama.
Yeah.
So, you know, hey,
The one guy I can always say, there's 2 coaches that I can say now you don't give fodder to. One, they look just alike, they act the same. One wears a hoodie, and the other one has creases in his pants. Nick Saban and Belichick, don't give him anything extra. And you gave Nick Saban 5 weeks pretty much, almost 4 weeks.
Yes.
To prepare for anybody. He didn't care. He pretty much thought it was going to be
Yeah.
Clemson. He pretty much knew. And being able to play Clemson so many times for 3 straight years, you might not know the player, but you're going to start understanding the play.
Yeah.
You know, like they gave the guy name, I want to say the receiver name, Hunter. They let him do his thing. He had 5 catches from 31 yards.
yeah,
But that was about it. They were
no
like,
impact.
they were like, you're not going to beat us with him.
No,
You have no deep threat.
no,
Your running game ain't going to do
this
nothing.
sucks.
We're going to punish you this game.
Right.
And we're gonna slowly punish you to the point where Nick Saban almost fired his offensive coordinator because he went to run the football at the end of the game.
Well, understand this too, Glaze. The last 2 times they met Clemson,
Yeah.
he only had a week to prepare.
Right.
Semifinal game now, he got a whole month.
Yeah.
Team gets healthy.
He brought his big guns out. They were all ready to
Yeah.
go.
The guy that Lericia had a crush on, 4 is not there. He's
Yeah.
over there in the hoodie.
Maceo said it. 2 does not equal 4.
2 does not equal 4, baby.
And that's the thing about this. And this is why when we talk about the breakdown of the national championship game, why it's going to be so different against Georgia, and I'm not trying to spill my beans,
Yeah.
he's only going to have a week for Georgia.
Only has a week to prepare for Georgia.
And that's why we're going to break that down as we talk about the
We're
game.
going to talk about it.
But I want y'all to understand that you give him more than 2 weeks, he's almost unbeatable. Give him 1 week, he can be beat. We'll talk about that a little later. Overall, what does Clemson do to come back next year? They lose some linemen. The quarterback situation may be changing because the guy from Cartersville, Georgia,
Sunshine will be in the building.
will be in the
Won't he
building.
be in there?
Cartersville will be in the building.
Won't he do it?
What do you see? Dabo, he made a lot of good money. 40 games over 3 years. So many games. Only lost 3 games. They've had a good run.
Dabo has done an excellent job of recruiting, so Clemson will be back in the mix. Interesting to see what Taggart does at Florida State. Yeah, I mean, you know,
And no offense to the
it's
ACC. No offense to ACC. They're not in a rough and tough division.
No
conference.
no,
I'm sorry.
Miami, you know, you're bringing back that quarterback. Eh.
We don't talk about Miami.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. Clemson, like I said, Dabo has done a wonderful job of stockpiling talent.
Yeah.
Now that talent has to, you know, will Kelly Bryant, will he learn from this? Will he become a better quarterback? Does the pressure of Sunshine coming in, Trevor Lawrence, he'll be on campus with all the long hair in January.
That boy is legit.
Yes.
Oh, he's very legit, and everybody knows that.
Yes, so he either gonna get it together or Trevor gonna be taking over.
Listen.
And probably the alumni and the fan base
They
probably
might want
after hey.
They might want it.
Hey,
It might be time for a little
always go with the young gun,
sunshine in Clemson.
always go with the young gun.
Because there's a guy we're going to talk about that's a freshman for Georgia that may make Sunshine start a little earlier. Hey, we're going to the rundown. It's going to be all about that beautiful, that's Georgia versus, who the team they play? I don't even know who they play.
They play Oklahoma.
Oh, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
I didn't even know who y'all were.
Oklahoma.
In the Rose Bowl. Great game. Stay with us. We're talking about when we come back.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
When Ken, when
That was a good game though.
when
Okay.
I'm so old school. When what's called, what my man name? Jackson.
Yeah. Keith Jackson.
Keith Jackson. Here comes Oklahoma
You wanna watch?
with Jamel Holloway.
Yeah.
But y'all can tell me Jamel. I want Jamel Holloway. Jamel Holloway was my
Okay,
guy.
we'll kick
What's
it off.
up? What's up,
We're taking it
sis?
to the rundown, okay?
What's happening? What's happening, Myrie? What's happening? Kenya, what's up? That is the kids from Cartersville. Ken, listen. Sunshine is a little more mobile than what people give him credit for. Sunshine can move, dog.
I'm about to
That
say,
boy legit.
his arm is phenomenal.
Hey,
All the throws.
Sunshine special now.
This is a special kid coming to
telling y'all.
Clemson. That's why, hey, you know how Dabo like to do him. He like to get him early. He had that boy ready since his junior year or sophomore year when he signed him.
Oh man,
He went and got trouble early.
Yeah.
Just like he did Deshaun. It's like,
And he ain't crazy.
he get them kids early out of Georgia before they even get thought of. Here you go, bro. Got you
30
set up.
seconds.
What's going on, good people?
20 seconds.
Georgia, Oklahoma, Rose Bowl coming up. We're going to do a little quick start up, and then we're going to take a break, and then we're going into the rundown with it. So,
Coming back. Ready to move.
pull out my Rose Bowl notes, y'all. I got so many. I watched the game 50 left eyes. I ain't just watch it one time like y'all and get emotional.
my man. Hey, we're going into the second game of the college football playoffs. Georgia versus Oklahoma. It was the first game, but since one game was kind of a beatdown, this game was more exciting. It went into double overtime.
Yes.
Georgia comes out. Sony Michelle, they came back for a purpose, and the purpose was being served. They're doing their thing right now.
Yes.
Let me ask you, start with Lericia.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts in this Rose Bowl game?
Oh boy, this was a good one. It was a really good game. It went, as y'all know, all the way down to the wire. It was legit tit for tat the whole game, and the momentum swings, they threw you off because you didn't know. Okay, if this team was gonna keep it, if that team was gonna keep it. This was one of the best games to me all season.
Yeah. Lived up to the hype.
Oh,
Yes, it did.
Definitely lived up to the hype. Rose Bowl record 102 points. Put on by these two historic college programs.
Yeah.
So,
You know what's crazy about the Rose Bowl? I don't care. You see stadium, you see domes, you see all this, but it's something about that field. Because all I can think about when we go back to the Rose Bowl was Vince Carter versus Texas. When he did his
Vince
thing.
Young.
Vince Young. Vince Carter. Vince Young versus Texas. When he was with Texas, he beat USC that time. This game had that big field before it even started.
right.
Just the feel, just the way it looked, and the roses, it just had it. And for a half, we thought, well, Georgia about to get blown with those.
Hello.
It's the granddaddy of them all.
It was
The Rose
like
Bowl.
one thing was ready to go, and before we go, because we're gonna break it down much more. Oklahoma looked like they were the team because they walking around with the sign talking about pretenders, and Baker always going around. He was sick all week, and they came out and they felt like they had something to prove. And I want to just say this: it looks like teams from the Big 12 just get tired of hearing about the SEC. Man, they want to show we can run this ball, we can do it, because Oklahoma ran for over 242 yards this game.
Yes, they did.
Which, and to me, when we talk about, we break it down, I don't know what they were doing because they going to get a really from me. I'm telling you now.
I know what they were doing, and they went away from it. Run that counter.
They got cute.
Run that counter.
Y'all 2017 offensive coordinators are too cute.
Right. If I ever go back to coach, I'm going back straight. I threw away because I'm tired of Glaze. I always talk about offense.
What first thing I do?
I threw away my spread book. I'm going back traditional I.
How quick did I call you?
Man, 2017 offense, they were wrong with y'all.
I say y'all because you offensive coordinator. What's wrong with y'all, man? You like, no, I can't talk for all the offensive coordinators. But we're just looking at your thoughts on, was it too much? Oklahoma did too much. Again, I'm asking the same question. Second half, Oklahoma being too cute, or Georgia just buckling down?
Georgia buckling down, getting it together.
Yeah.
That's all it was, because the defense in the first half was not there.
Yeah.
The typical Georgia Bulldogs defense that you saw, Roquan Smith doing what he do, his name was not called like that in the first half at all.
Not at all.
So, good coaching, go back there, say what they got to say, readjust, get it together. They came back out. What you heard, straight defense, back-to-back sacks every now and then, a couple of 3-and-outs, Roquan Smith being hurt. Like, it was a different Georgia team than what you saw in the first half. It was like they went and got it together and then came back.
Make sure we come back, man. We go into the rundown. I'm going to break down something that I didn't know about Roquan. That's already been written about him. That Oklahoma was doing well, but got away from. Talk about that when we get back. Rundown will be up next. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
I know what they didn't do. They ain't stopped running that counter. If they run that counter, Oklahoma's still running.
But I was getting mad a little bit. I'm like, okay, Georgia, now y'all throwing the ball too much. Y'all
This is a
doing.
quick one.
Run.
They ran through him like a hot food.
Run.
Plate of hot Indian food.
That's somebody said.
Somebody said Chubb and Michelle ran through Oklahoma like some hot Indian food.
Yo,
Boy, you stupid.
They was dragging people though, for real.
It was like that last run. They were like, we can't stop him, man. They just going on in there. So.
Well, like I said, Oklahoma didn't take. Oklahoma lined up wrong the whole
That
game.
was terrible.
Lined up wrong. Alignment.
Ain't you got people upstairs for that?
Man, they weren't paying attention.
That guy way up there.
They weren't paying attention. The eye
Supposed to say,
the eye of
hey.
the sky was lying.
Tell him to move over 1 yard to the right.
Right.
Coming back.
Yep.
Thank you, Nunez.
Mike's hot.
We go into the Crush Rundown where we talk about the story that don't normally make it, but this one does make it to the main topic. So we're going to keep on. Georgia defeated Oklahoma 54-48 in the Rose Bowl to secure one half of the championship game. We already told you got the other half. That's Alabama. What they did to Clemson.
Alabama.
So make sure, give me your biggest things in this game that made the difference for Georgia.
The biggest thing that happened was they decided to stop playing zone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're sitting there, you're rushing 3, you dropping 8, trying to cut off the crossing patterns and all that
Squeeze
stuff.
and all that stuff.
Listen, Baker Mayfield, you're talking about a senior quarterback who's seen every coverage. You can't let a guy like that get comfortable.
Yeah.
And as they rolled up 31 points quick, I mean, you know, it was like, okay, you looking at Mel Tucker, you looking at Kirby over there going crazy. I'm like, when y'all gonna bring some heat?
Yeah.
And then, you know, Oklahoma coach deciding to squib that kick. That changed the game.
That was a big one at the end of the
That
first
was the biggest
half.
part. Instead of making it a 3-possession game, you're making a 2-possession game. With a 2-possession game, you can continue to still run your offense because you figure, you know what? They really can't stop us because, again, Oklahoma was lined up wrong the entire night. Like, who does that?
Right.
Who freaking does that?
What were some of the things that you saw, Lericia?
We talking about Oklahoma or Georgia?
Just what you saw overall, what made a big difference for Georgia winning this game?
The big difference, I think I mentioned in the defense, to me, that was the biggest difference. But then, I guess something that I noticed, and I was just kind of chuckling at it. If you notice, Baker Mayfield was real, like, loud, cocky, you know.
Mhm.
I don't want to say cocky too much, but real confident at the beginning, but he slowly got quiet.
Because he started getting hit.
Yes, he slowly got
He
quiet.
started getting
And
hit.
you saw a totally different Baker Mayfield than what you got at the beginning of the game when they initially came out. Even with the various momentum swings, you just didn't see that same thing, and I was like, yeah, no.
No quarterback wants to get hit the way he was getting hit.
Yeah.
And you just had to know when they went in to half that Kirby was like, you know what? Okay, listen. If we going down with what everybody has arguably said one of the better defenses in college football.
Mhm.
Go get him.
A couple of things along with the obvious of the big mistakes Oklahoma was doing. Georgia won special teams. Their punting was doing better. They
Yeah.
Yes.
returned. They almost doubled in return yardage.
McCole Hardeman had some very nice returns.
He had some taken back, but he was still averaging 24, 25. Oklahoma's only averaging
right.
14 yards a return. Stuff like that we don't see, but if you keep doing it, it'll allow teams to come back. The biggest thing to me was that Oklahoma did get cute. One of the things that people have against Raekwon, who had a superb second half, I got a picture of him where he knocked 17 out,
Yeah.
was he has a problem with counters.
But he don't want to use his hands.
His hand in misdirection.
Mm-hmm.
And what did Oklahoma do to all that first half?
Listen,
Counter,
I'm still not understanding
Counter.
why they not run that counter in the
Counter.
second half.
which is his weakness, because the lineman came on him.
Dog, they had somebody up on him, but this is where they really miss Natrez.
Yeah,
Because Natrez, in that defense, Natrez takes on a lot of
and allows
the
him to
garbage.
flow.
to allow Raekwon to go make those kind of plays. Now Raekwon sitting there with a young guy next to him.
They don't know how to take
They're
on the
like,
line.
hold on. So you mean to tell me you just gonna let the center and the guard just come scoop up on me?
Yeah.
Nah.
So they had the plan. What Georgia did also, which was brilliant, they allowed they move Raekwon around so he can be free. As long as he's free, he's a beast. I mean, you can't do anything about that. But Oklahoma, to me, still got cute. I understand you're a high-powered offense. I get it. All you 2017-18 coordinators. I understand. You like to keep them, what they call it, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas.
Right.
Why, when you're averaging almost 7-8 yards a carry?
Because they ran for what, 200?
200. Let me get the exact
He
yards.
averaged about 12 yards a carry.
He ran Mayshell. This guy, 26 carries, 201 yards.
Bruh, he was getting it.
7.7 yards a carry.
And they went away from it. And it's funny, my homeboy Gene, he was like, he want to know how was Oklahoma lined up wrong. Gene, go back to the play that I think it was Michelle, where Flum told him to move over to the other side.
Yeah.
Because they had a natural gap
Yeah.
between where the nose tackle and the end supposed to be.
Right.
Should be a tackle right there.
Yeah.
And the linebacker was over on the other side. That's why the run, they were gashing them with the run. So
And what Oklahoma never did, and I don't want to get too technical, but which drives me crazy with defenses, they never bumped to motion.
no, they got outflanked the entire game.
So when Nada goes in motion on that last play, he was on the outside of the end and no linebacker bumped to get in that gap.
But this was crazy. Nada didn't even have to go in motion.
No.
Because they were outflanked. That's why I took the picture.
Yeah.
The Oklahoma defense was outflanked with Nada not even going. If you go watch the play, Nada really didn't block nobody.
Because that's why when
He was actually almost in the way.
So when he runs the touchdown, he doesn't get touched.
Nobody touches him because you had Tyler Simmons inside who had the linebacker.
Yep.
You had the other receiver outside. They in man, so he running.
Run him off.
Nada really was in the way.
And if you see Nada, he looking like, and it's funny, I was joking. Nada looks back at him like, we about to go. He was like, we gone. This gonna score a touchdown. That's what we mean by ain't flat. He might look, it's simple. If your end should never be inside that tackle.
Right.
And they were there. So he was already beat before the play started.
Every
They
play.
took advantage of it.
And exactly. So when Nada went in motion, Nada was like, touchdown. They saw it
And
like
that was
this.
and that was the crazy part. If you watch From a lot of times, and everybody kept talking about he's moving the offense around. No, listen, everybody, it's a numbers game.
Yeah.
So when you talk about, listen, I know I got 5 linemen. Then I maybe got 6 with the tight end if I got tight end in the game. If you got 3 to 4 people, listen, I have 2 more blockers than you have, and the linebacker on the wrong side of the formation.
Yep.
I'm just gonna cave it down,
Cave it
and that's
down.
why you get those long runs. Not to mention, Oklahoma couldn't tackle.
They could tackle.
They were terrible tackling football.
They need to go to the NCAA and say, can we tackle
God
them?
bless
all?
them.
We were terrible.
Bless them.
Oh my goodness.
But
Bless them
they
children.
came out, they moved around on Georgia. They did all Georgia. I'm gonna say this. Mayshell, I call Mayshell for 2 things:
Uh-oh.
offenses and what other thing.
Oh boy, giving up containment. Oh my God.
When 17 Bellamy came running down the line and they ran that reverse, I looked there. I called Mayshell a meeting like, Mayshell, they drive me crazy.
Yeah.
17 had one job was to sit.
Right.
One job.
And he gonna run up like he gonna make a tackle from behind against Oklahoma.
Nah.
They ran past him so fast, man.
Bye.
Maybe I'll take us a quick break. Y'all got my blood pressure boiling up here. We'll be right back.
Hey, like, bye.
Oh my goodness.
Bye. We gone.
Y'all are funny.
But that was it was so crazy because like everybody was like, oh man, From is he's not. He just counting. That's what you tell all your quarterbacks. Listen, we gonna
He's managing. He's
and
what he's supposed to
what
do.
killed me was if From had ever just pulled the ball,
Oh my God.
From could have ran for 100 yards by himself.
They didn't respect him.
They
at
were like,
all.
hey man, listen, he ain't keeping the ball. They crashed every play. From pulled the ball, man, and
I'm sorry.
From
You got
walked
us.
to the end
You got
zone.
us. So hot.
You real upset now.
Hey man, cause you supposed to stay containment on the backside. Man.
15 seconds.
Don't do that against Jalen Hurts if you want to.
Oh yeah, you out of there.
Come on, man.
Jalen might run for 200 yards.
Out of there.
Hey man, welcome to the second hour of the show. The Crush Sports Talk being broadcast live on the Sensation Station Network and
Yes,
also
sir.
on WBLZSports.com.
Yes, sir.
Right now, man, we are finishing our discussion about this college football playoff that were awesome this weekend with some people. Let me just ask both of you, and everybody, welcome Lericia Harris to the show.
Lericia.
She hanging in
He
here
got
with
it
us.
right. He got it
Hey, yes, he got it right.
right.
She hanging with us. Let me ask y'all this. Isn't it funny that the two quarterbacks that won are two of the commonest quarterbacks in college football?
Oh, without a doubt.
You know, Baker is all right, grab the crotch. I'm not gonna let y'all forget that.
And he gave the
It's
slack.
over sign.
He gave it early. too.
Early sign. It's
Really,
over.
Baker?
But Jake never broke.
Because he's so poised.
He just
I
poor.
loved him when he first got in that position and he was in there in every game since then. His poise is just something that attracted me to him.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody has pretty much said the same thing about this kid since he got on campus.
Yeah.
He became a leader as soon as he got to Athens. And you got to think, a guy who enrolled in January should still be in high school.
Yeah.
He's taking ownership and control of the team. And I think that's just one of the things that they like that part about him more than Eason. Eason seems kind of like, a loner guy, like, I just got my crew I hang with over here.
Yeah.
From down with everybody.
And also, Eason would get down on himself if he made a mistake. And that's what the biggest thing. He has all the tools, the arm, but mentally, when he made a mistake, you could tell. Fromm looked like, hey, all right, my bad. What's the next play, coach?
Yeah.
Go back to Jalen Hurts. Same type of player. As much as everybody talk bad, Jalen's not going to. Jalen don't let nobody frazzle him.
So somebody taught them at an early age that the quarterback has to be the most even key
Got to.
person on the team. Can't get too high, can't get too low. You gotta always stand because stuff is gonna happen.
You're going to throw a pick.
Yeah, you're gonna throw an interception. so what?
You got to come back the next play and make him pay for it or something. And it's also, and just want to tell you about Sony Michel. He fumbled that ball, which gave Oklahoma's only big score that second half
Yeah,
was
that
that
lead.
fumble.
Scoop and score, yep.
Finished the game with a touchdown.
Yes.
That's that senior leadership. That's that.
Without a doubt.
Hey man, all right, I messed up.
Right.
Coach, let me get the ball again.
He is your most explosive player.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you go back to him?
And I like what you said, but what made that duo so special was you had Sony killing them, and then Nick said, "Okay, I'm tired of this. Let me get the ball."
Right.
And he run over 8 people.
Yeah.
They get down the field. Oklahoma, Baker 3 years. Should be interesting to see them next year with the guy that transferred from Texas.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray comes in next year.
Same kind of guy. He don't. I don't think he has the same fire that Baker Mayfield had. But I mean,
Can he throw like Baker?
No, he can't throw like Baker. But I think he's a better athlete than
Okay.
Baker. But they bring back so much. I
Yeah,
mean, they load their receiver. They recruit well.
They'll beat the Big
So I
12.
mean, they'll win the Big 12. They'll be back in the mix.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna be in the playoff mix, but they'll be in the mix.
If you're Georgia, and we'll start with you, what's the biggest thing that you go back and try to work on this week, Lericia? Because you did have some hope. You did give up 48 points to
You did.
Oklahoma.
You
You know
did.
what I'm saying? You did have issues. What are the one thing that Kirby wants to go back with, knowing he playing Alabama, that he wants to try to shore up this week?
I think one thing that they need to make sure they work on or pay attention to is the big man that kind of snuck up on you, Alabama. What his name?
Oh,
94.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah,
boy.
yeah, big
What is
boy,
it?
yeah.
Big boy.
Yeah, big boy.
You got to pay attention for the sleepers like him. Like
Yeah.
they have to watch out for that because Alabama's gonna do that.
Yeah.
So you have to watch out for stuff like that. They can't make the same mistakes that they did in the very first half where we saw, dang, what was that one play? Shucks. It happened in the first half.
Oh, that reverse pass,
Yes.
the trick plays.
The trick plays. Like you got to be cautious of stuff like that because, I mean, ain't nothing else you can do. It's
so
a
in
good
the
play.
famous
Like,
phrase, do your job.
pretty much.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about so when we come back, we gotta do really.
Gotta do really.
Oh goodness.
Gotta get really in.
Rich, you're gonna have fun with this one.
Yeah,
And then we're gonna
yeah.
come back
This
and we're
gonna
gonna
make you
break
laugh.
down Georgia, Alabama. When we come back.
Hey, really?
After that. And then we're gonna talk. Don't worry about the Falcon fan, we got y'all. Cam, Red Oak, stick together, baby!
Man, leave Cam alone.
We'll be right back.
Man, what you got? Why you tripping on Cam today, man?
I don't know, man, because Cam always give us a problem when he comes to this.
Cam gave you a great New Year.
Because you know what makes sense? Remember when he came, a couple of years ago? All it is on.
He 8-time stunk.
Yeah. Cam ain't giving us too much love in his time here, man.
I would not bracket Ridley. I would not bracket Ridley. I think you can go one-on-one. Hey, Lericia is off the chain, y'all.
I ain't doing it. I'm just
What up, Tam?
Dang.
I'm just chilling.
Now, I would not bracket Ridley because I just don't think their offense is good enough. I mean, I just don't think.
I don't think so, Legary.
I agree with you.
I think he may be gone, especially with Justin Fields coming. I think Mr. Easton Days are numbered at Georgia if he wants to continue to play football. That's just my opinion. Too much coming. From's there. Fields is coming. I don't see where he fits in at this point in time. So.
He's not doing a good job down there. Ridley, yeah, he is not his brother. Listen.
But you can't expect him to be.
Georgia got
that's
two
heavy
studs.
pressure, man. That's a pressure.
You can't expect that boy to be his brother.
Pressure.
Listen, everybody.
That's a pressure, man.
That is pressure.
You worry about the receiver position at Georgia, go to YouTube, or go to Twitter and pull up Kiaris Jackson, Peach County. You'll be happy. He gonna come through, and then if Quez from Stockbridge come to Georgia, woo! Boy, you talking about explosion in the past game?
15 seconds.
Kiaris Jackson. Remember I told you first, y'all.
Coming back.
Ridley not that guy.
We take a break from our college football talk to question some of you guys out there. Really to our sports brethren out there, because all I don't think. Anyway, Maceo, start it off, man. What you got?
Really, Corey Coleman. You on an 0-15 team with a chance to get the city of Cleveland a win in Pittsburgh. You're a young quarterback. He makes a play. He gets out the pocket.
Get out there.
He lost a very catchable football
Very
to you,
catchable.
Corey Coleman, who was a first-round draft pick at wide receiver. And what does Corey Coleman do in true Cleveland Brown fashion?
He dropped it.
He drops it.
He dropped it.
Really, Corey Coleman.
Could have helped finish that.
Really, Corey Coleman. Y'all could have went back-to-back 1-15, but no. You just want to go 0-16, then you're over there holding your head. Really, Corey Coleman, you got one job as a wide receiver, man.
You got the rookie quarterback trying to. Anyway, yeah, really.
Really,
Detroit Lions. I won't mention your GM's name, but he said that he feels like he got a championship team and he's gonna fire a guy who went 9-7 2 years back to back. He's went to 2 playoff terms in his 4 years. Y'all say y'all can do better. And by the way, this is the same guy who was able to bring this team back after you lost the second greatest player in Detroit Lions history in Calvin Johnson. Y'all still were able to go 9-7 with Golden Tate as your #1 receiver. But you say, we can do better. We can win championships here. Keep paying Matthew Stafford. You haven't got a running back in 12 years since Barry left. Really, Detroit Lions.
really.
Welcome to Cleveland land. Because you're going to lose a lot more next
They were
year.
the first people to go 1-16, but we digress.
We digress.
We digress.
What you got, Maceo?
Man, really, Johnson Batamosi. If y'all don't know who that is the New England Patriot DB who did a LeBron James on the sideline when the young fella for the New York Jets spiked the ball bounced up, hit him in the face. Not only does he super flop, he fall, he throw his jacket cape off, and looking for a 15-yard penalty. Really, dude, they should have gave you 15 for doing a LeBron James.
That was the worst acting.
That was the worst. Hey, listen. Eddie Griffin in Undercover Brother did a better job than what you did on that sideline.
Very better.
Really?
Really. You know, I hate to pile on, but really Cleveland Brown.
Oh.
Y'all got millionaires on that team. Where the pride at? 0-16?
They
You
ran
went
the,
1-15 the year before.
They
You're
ran the
supposed to
table.
get better the next year.
they ran the table.
There was only one way you can go down, Maceo.
And this was crazy. The NFL is set up for you not to go 0-16.
You went
That's what's crazy.
You went 1-15, Maceo. You're supposed to get. The only one way you could get worse And y'all accomplished that in 2017.
Right.
Congratulations, Cleveland. You did something that ain't never been done. You went 1-15 the year before and 0-16 the next year. That means you're 1-31 in 2 years. Really? What you got, Maceo?
Hey, man. Really, the Lincoln Riley. You really gonna take the ball out of the guy hand who got you to the dance?
Yeah.
I mean, Baker Mayfield is only a Heisman Trophy, All-American,
All that dance.
Big 12 Player of the Year. Yeah. You really not gonna let him throw the ball in not one overtime but two overtimes? Really, Lincoln Riley? That's why y'all won't be in Atlanta in the Benz.
Big body Benz won't have y'all in there.
Big body Benz, the 600 Benz, Maybach will not have you.
All right, I'm about to piss some people off that love to tell me this every time I say players should get a little bit more stipend than they get. I'm going to throw some numbers at you. ESPN paid $80 million to cover the Rose Bowl. Tickets for the national championship game are going at $2,500 for the bird seats. When I say bird, if the roof open, you might fall out of them.
Right. 2,300
So you're telling me
to change the light bulb in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
when we have more than paid for our scholarships by week 12 of the college football season.
Don't man got no roof.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, let me throw this at y'all. How many jerseys do you think Raekwon's going to sell because of his performance in the Rose Bowl?
They drink from Jersey hot.
So those two jerseys going to be hot.
It's hot.
How much money they getting from him, Maceo?
Not a dime. Oh, people are going to say, man, he got a full scholarship and he getting meal money and a book voucher.
That should have been,
Bus stop.
that should have been paid for during the regular season. But jersey sales are going through the roof right now. Everybody in Georgia wearing a jersey right now.
Don't man got no roof.
Don't be trying to be fooling me talking about you going to wear a 3 with no name on it. We know what the 3 stands for.
Right. And then they got the new jersey now. They got the silver check on it now for the playoffs. So you got to get your two from jerseys.
So let me just make my money off of these kids.
NCAA still the biggest pimps out here, baby.
Pimps in their own. So for all y'all that's going to be mad at me,
The world is filled with pimps. And
we about to take a break. For Maceo start rapping. We'll be right back.
we'll just talk about those I know.
Y'all are crazy.
NCAA the biggest pimps out here.
This was
Oh,
food,
boy.
man.
And
Are we
y'all,
wrong?
but come on.
Are we wrong?
This was food.
They should
gotta
not
leave us.
play the pills.
This, y'all are
So you
bad.
come back to
Tony Soprano.
Falcons.
No, we're going to finish up. We're going to get Laricia's pick, and then she can leave us.
Okay.
We gotta get our group photo.
We're going to get a good photo, too.
Ooh.
So we just need your pick for the championship game, and you can leave us.
Okay.
You got it?
Rendell, they
Yeah.
the biggest pimps in the game.
$80 million to cover the Rose Bowl.
Hey.
I got my pick or whatever.
And then the Sugar Bowl, I didn't tell what they got for Sugar Bowl.
Oh, I just said Rose Bowl. I ain't no
Right, that's
telling
what
what
I'm
they paid for them too. And no telling what they pay in Atlanta for next week for the national championship.
No.
But I'm just gonna be
I
right.
saw that ticket price on StubHub was like $2,000. I said,
So imagine what a 50-yard line
Oh,
seat.
them teams.
Now, but this was crazy. Now imagine the Georgia people who had to pay to go to the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Now they got to pay to come to the A.
That's why they ain't stay in a hotel. Like,
And
look, man, we gotta
Alabama
cut
people who
something.
got to get hotel rooms unless they're gonna drive over.
But you know, it's
Yeah.
like I think it's like a 3-night minimum.
Three night minimum to get a room. You can't book no room for one night.
Wow,
It's a 3-night minimum
really?
now.
3-night minimum.
Oh my God.
They say
But you
anything
know
without.
they gotta pay for Kendrick Lamar too.
Kendrick go get his
Yeah.
pay for.
Kendrick already got his check.
Yeah, they cut that early.
Kendrick already got
They
his
cut
check.
them checks early.
Like, do you want jersey money? Let's should we give out the jersey money
Look,
funds?
we got so many funds to get.
We got so
this
many
out.
funds.
We ain't giving the kid. We giving the scholarship. That's what all they need. Scholarship and book money and meal money. Oh yeah, somebody told me that they get
Oh,
they get American Express
Ticket
cards.
prices, they increase. They increase. Yeah. Oh, and don't imagine getting a jersey with the name on the back of it.
And then somehow get them to sign it. Which they can't make no money off of.
Hey, this not no Jake Fromm jersey. Remarcus Robinson.
Hey Ty, that's my girl.
That is true. He just got the longest intro. Anyway, we're back, man. I wait for the beat to come in. And we're back, man.
And
Hey man, 2 Chainz kills
Oh,
this.
they do. Yeah. I ain't do that. Oh, she got
Bees
her
in
thing.
the trap. Bees in the trap.
Hey,
Hey, man.
Sam Watley giving y'all a really for complaining about $80 Celebration Bowl tickets, and it costs $2,500 to be changing lights
I hear you saying.
in the big body
I hear
Benz,
you saying.
in that big Maybach,
In the Maybach.
in the Maybach.
Yeah. Hey, so Sam, shout out to our boy, our man Sam Crenshaw. He talking about how they should have balanced the games because they did let the Alabama game start while the Georgia game was still in overtime.
What? Who? They couldn't predict that it was gonna go in double overtime.
But you got control of both games. Hey, slow that
Well,
game
now
down.
the game had started 8:45.
That's not. They could have did something.
They could have done
Disney,
something.
Disney ruled the world.
Right.
Disney ruled the world. They could do whatever they needed. Anyway, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Georgia, Alabama, January 8th, right down in the big body Benz.
in the Maybach.
Lericia, who do you like and why?
All right. Who do I like?
Speak on it.
I like Georgia.
Mm.
I like Georgia because yes, this is close for Alabama too, but it's the same. If they come back and play how they played when they met Auburn for the championship game,
Mm.
and they didn't do that repeat because that was the biggest rematch in their school history since they got demolished the first time. If they come back and play even better than what they did the first time when they were in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I think it's possible. And I do give a lot of credit to the Georgia fans that were there because that helped.
Yeah.
That boosted it. So for me, I feel like Georgia just has an advantage that Alabama doesn't have. They were in this situation before, so to say, similar. Granted, this is a bigger platform, a bigger stage, but you know Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You know what you got to do. You know what you're going up against. And I just see it happening, especially if the defense is consistent. If they run the ball like they've been doing, just run the ball. Do what you've been doing.
Do what you've been
Do what you've been doing. Run the ball. They'll be all right.
Make sure. What do you feel?
Today, because I hadn't broke my film down, but I test right now.
Mm.
I like Georgia because Alabama's offense, Georgia defense can handle Alabama's offense.
Right.
Georgia's offense can wear down Alabama's defense.
Right.
And I think that's the biggest thing. When you look at really Alabama's offense is really, to me, like a one-trick pony.
Right.
It's Jalen Hurts. He's going to try to get the ball to Ridley at some point. They have a lot of backs, but they run that same run the inside zone play, and then they run the outside zone play. When 22's in the game, it's outside zone.
Right.
When Harris and Scarborough in the game, it's inside zone. I think Kirby knows that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think when you just look at consistency on offense, Georgia has the edge because Georgia can do some different things on offense that I just don't think Alabama can. And Alabama's offensive coordinator is awful. I mean, he's bad, but like I said, I'm gonna really go back and watch some of their games. But every time I've seen Jalen Hurts, he looks worse than what he did last year.
Right.
He looks like a totally different kid right now. Like it's almost mind-boggling that you like, is this the same kid that played that regularly ran the table until he got to the national championship game?
Yeah.
Right now, I give slight edge to Georgia.
I'm slight with that too. I'm interested to see if Alabama is not as deep at running back than Georgia. It's going to be a run fest. It won't be like it was Oklahoma. It won't be 54-48. Y'all can't count on that.
No, it would not be that kind of game.
It will be a power football game. It's going to make me cry a little bit because I haven't seen it in a long time.
First man blitz is going to be in trouble.
It's going to be some power football.
Yeah.
But this is what the reason why I give Georgia a slight edge. It could change right now. This is what Michelle and Chubbs came back.
This is why they came back.
This is the senior leadership. This is what they came back for.
Right.
This is what they wanted to do. I just think right now, and everybody says, how did they offset Alabama's size on defense? Georgia doesn't do straight up blocking when they run. It's a lot of zone. It's a lot of traps. There's a lot of counters in their team that's going to keep Alabama off. Alabama's going to look like they're going to shut it down. What Georgia keeps throwing, they're going to throw Chubb. They're going to throw. That's what they did at Oklahoma. They're just going to keep throwing backs at you.
Now, I will say that I hated the way they used Swift in the game.
Yeah, you knew what Swift was going to do when he got out
Right,
there.
so you got him offset now. Of course, you're going to give him the ball.
Give him the ball.
Let him get those same opportunities because he, outside of Michelle, he is the most explosive player in Georgia's offense. And you have to find a way, those little timely passes
Mhm.
that from, like, I mean, you know, little play action, Nada, tight end here, Williams. I just think they're going to be able to move the ball more effectively than Alabama. Because, like I said, Alabama offense today, it stinks.
Yeah, Jalen's gonna have to have a great game.
He is, but you know what I'm looking forward to?
What's that?
Just the mentor and the mentee matchup.
Absolutely.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm looking for.
Industry record before we go to break. Nick Saban is 11-0 versus his former coaches. Should be in
I don't mean nothing.
About to take us a picture. Thank you, Lericia.
Thank you guys for having me.
Hey.
This is fun.
Check it out, man. Where can they find you at?
On all social media, Lericia_H, LERICIA_H.
No
For sure.
H. No H.
_H.
Right.
We'll be right back.
I'm just looking forward to that. Kirby Smart.
Everybody want to spell your name. Lerisha.
Yes.
No, I can't
Everybody
do
want to
that.
spell your name like that.
L-A.
Yeah,
we'll
Smitty
right
will
back,
be in the
y'all.
track.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, they got to. Look, Gary, they got to. They got to put a lot of pressure on that line.
Them some big boys, yeah, but
Yeah, because 94 got to be like 6'9".
that what is about 310? That's a big old boy.
Catching passes.
Dance team and stuff. I said, look, and you saw the tiptoe action.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he ballet feet, man.
Right. I said, Lord. I don't know. I got I'm looking at it from the other side of it. Y'all real technical. Looking at the other aspects.
So we technical.
Y'all got real
NFL.
real technical.
He's up a little NFL right now.
Okay. So I have Falcon Fever in there.
Wow, you just going to homer us right quick.
All right, Glenn, you ready, Glenn?
Yeah.
Oh, you got the countdown action going on.
Yeah.
See, it worked out well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank
Thank
you.
you guys. Thank
Nice
you.
meeting you.
This is fun.
I'm gonna take one more. We gotta take one more.
He ain't like that one.
Nah, I liked it, but we got, you know what? We gotta have options. We gotta have options. Like, get silly with one. Get silly with one.
Who is it? Yeah, come on, come on.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you guys.
Ah, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. It was a pleasure having you.
Yes.
We gotta do this again.
Yes. You guys let me know.
You rocked out. You rocked out.
Y'all all right with me?
Smitty. Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
guys. Thanks for having
You're
me.
good. We got it. We got it. You got to do it. You ain't got to do that.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Gotta go battle the cold air.
I know, it's freezing over there. All right.
Bye.
Sweetheart.
Make sure you get to your car. Make sure you get to your car safely.
What up, Jake?
Glad you came out. Appreciate you, Jake.
So the Falcon Fever one is y'all regular?
I don't know what we do. We got a dirty bird, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It say DB, so I'm assuming that's Uh-oh. Alright, coming back.
Hey, we're back. Hey, man. Thanks to Lericia Harris for coming on.
Lericia.
She did her thing.
V103, 92.9.
They did a
All
lot
that
for
dog.
us. Right now, man, we're about to jump into this NFL, and we're going to start with the hometown team. They had one job.
Cam.
Win and get in.
Oh, Cam.
Shout out to Red Oak's finest,
Cam.
Cam Newton. I don't know what you were doing, but you weren't playing football Sunday, buddy.
Like, Cam was very disinterested in playing football on Sunday.
He just looked like, I got a lot of ticket here. My coat was just a little too suede or whatever color that was.
Yeah.
I mean, make sure he threw for get this, 180 yard, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions.
Cam was bad. Cam was bad.
He was horrible this game.
Cam was bad. Bad Cam showed up.
Yeah, and the Falcons, they
Bad Cam showed up.
Matt Ryan threw for over 317, scored a touchdown, and it really wasn't a game, you know.
Yeah, it was hard on the eyes to watch.
The defense was trying their best at Carolina, but Cam was like, nah, I need him to go on, get in there, man.
You know what was funny watching the game? Every time Greg Olsen got mad,
Boy.
I thought about when we were trapped in the parking lot with Greg Olsen with all his kids.
I was thinking, I was like, I've seen that angle before.
I've seen that angle before. I was like, yeah, Greg Olsen is
gets
mad.
angry.
We've seen Greg Olsen mad. We were trapped in the parking lot with Greg
Yeah,
Olsen after
he
Fan Fest. So
he gets a little upset.
I saw where that was going.
Yeah, and they were
Right.
It was a bad playing out there. Cam was.
It was all bad.
How you gonna hype him up when you playing bad?
Yeah. That one time he came and started clapping his hands. Cam, what are you doing?
Cam, you just
Cam,
do
they
big.
checked out. Let's get ready to go to New Orleans.
So Atlanta did what they had to do. And I'm gonna change up a little bit, make sure since it's an abbreviated show today. I need your honest opinion about some things about the playoffs.
Coach Hurd is in the building.
So Saturday's game, Tennessee at Kansas City. Shout out to our guy Andy Reid for saying, you know what, I do got a good running back.
Man, let me run him.
Let me run him. Let him get. Kareem Hunt is the NFL leader in rushing
Let me start running the option and all the trick plays.
with over 1,300 yards.
Right.
Looks like he's there. Does Tennessee have a chance against Kansas City in Arrowhead Stadium?
Honestly, that Tennessee Titan offense is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Now that DeMarco Murray is down, they don't have the two-headed monster. They can't get any production at wide receiver.
Right.
You know, they draft the kid from Central Michigan, one of those schools. Central Michigan.
I know you're talking about.
Corey, I can't remember his name, but Kansas City Chiefs should win this game. So.
I think they should win.
They should win the Saturday. Is that Saturday game?
It's a Saturday
Yeah,
game.
they should win that game.
It's a 4:20 game on Saturday.
Right.
I agree with you, make sure. It looks like Kansas City's going back to the early Kansas City.
Right.
The way they were playing,
Right.
using their weapons, defense doing what they're doing. I just don't think. I agree with you. Losing DeMarco was huge.
Right.
But that's been Tennessee's card all year. They've lost that, so now they're back to one guy. And I'm tell you what,
Derrick Henry, yeah.
he looks slow.
He just big.
He just when he caught like a little pass.
Well, he not slow because people can't catch him. When he get over field, they can't catch him.
I'm not gonna say fast. It takes like a lot for that motor to get. Once they get him on,
He's such a big guy. Now
I mean,
you gotta
he's
remember,
huge out
he has a very funny running style now.
he's huge.
Yeah,
out there.
he's a big guy. You're not used to seeing running backs that big.
Can he carry it 25, 30 times in a game?
He's gonna have to. I don't know if he's equipped because they've always had that two-headed monster.
Right.
He had to be the guy since he's been in the NFL. So I don't know. And like I say, Mariota doesn't have a vibe. When they drop back the pass, you understand they're gonna probably dump the ball to their tight end.
Yeah.
And that's not a good look. Kansas City will win this game.
We'll switch. We're gonna jump to the Sunday matchups because I want to get Atlanta, Los Angeles last.
Okay.
Buffalo at Jacksonville. Very interesting game to me.
Very interesting game.
Buffalo, another team.
Which Blake Bortles will show up?
Buffalo's another team that got in at the end.
Buffalo coach. They shouldn't have got in for the fact he benched Tyrod Taylor that one game.
You know what? Make sure I was gonna be petty and say that.
Yeah.
'Cause
I do that for you.
You did it because technically
They don't deserve to be in, but shout out to our boy Mike Tobin.
Tobin's back in
He
the
back in
playoffs.
the playoffs again.
But you know what? Make sure Karma would have been them not getting in because what he did with that whole Tyrod Taylor
Which the
situation.
Tyrod Taylor thing was awful.
Which tells me that how big a professional Tyrod is.
Right.
Was saying, you know
Right.
what? All
Could
that
have lashed out. Could have been all in the video.
He didn't do that.
He didn't do that. Shout out to Tyrod. You better than me.
If Jacksonville played a game, if Blake Bortles come and play with the weapons he got,
Right.
defense that he got,
Right.
this shouldn't be a game.
Right.
But Blake Bortles can be Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles
sometimes.
can Jacksonville be patient enough to run Leonard Fournette the 25 to 30 times that's going to be needed? Because we've seen, even with their passing game, their receivers, they're okay. They drop a lot of balls.
Mhm.
But will you put this game in Blake Bortles' hand? How much offense can Buffalo really generate
Right.
in a wild card game? Interesting.
It's going to be very interesting. Like I say, Jacksonville's at home. First time this has happened in a long time for the city of Jacksonville.
Coach Patrick Thomas say Buffalo will surprise Jacksonville.
It's going to be interesting.
Gonna be interesting.
It's going to be very interesting. When we come back, we talk about the NFC South because three of the teams Or
Up
playing,
there.
except for one. That Tampa Bay cartoon was funny, Erica. I mean, Shanae. That was funny. We'll be right back.
Hey, eat this W. Let's eat this W. Who want to eat a W? You want to eat this W?
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how. And I want to be recycled.
Cam.
Red Oak.
Oh, Cam. Cam stuck it up. Cam don't deserve my singing. Coach, now that you said that, Cam don't deserve my
We're
singing.
gonna take all that singing back. Ain't none of that today.
Coach, we working on something. We're gonna get the Rev and Red show. Y'all gonna come hang out with us. We working on that. That's gonna be comedy.
20 seconds. Coming back.
Yes, sir. We gonna do it. I'm not down, Cam. I just shot he played that way Sunday.
Hey man, real quick. It's gonna be very interesting this week. Yeah, I just saw where two finalists for the NFL Hall of Fame are Terrell Owens and Randy Moss. Who gets in?
Man, put both of them in.
Who gets in?
Man, it's time to stop being petty and let T.O. in. T.O. is a first ballot Hall of Famer who's still waiting on the yellow jacket. T.O., just disappear.
Yeah,
Don't post. Don't do no videos. Don't do nothing. Just disappear for you.
it's gonna be very interesting. They should both get in, but we're gonna see how these petty writers are.
Man,
Writers
they
are
shouldn't even
very
have no
petty.
vote.
Writers are very petty. They like this little power they have.
If you ain't ran no pass route, you shouldn't vote.
Good going on with the NFC wild card this weekend. 4 games this week. 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. The 4 o'clock game, the 4:40 game on Sunday. Carolina, New Orleans, part 3.
Cam.
Carolina is 0-2 this season.
Oh, Cam.
Who do you like, Maceo?
Man, this game could go two ways. This game could be a shootout,
Yeah,
or this game could be an absolute disaster.
it's a disaster.
This is what I'm interested in seeing from New Orleans. Can Drew Brees accept that the running game has really carried this team? Will he get that itch to shoot the rock around the field 45, 50 times? Alvin Kamara has been a godsend
Wow.
for this. Lord have mercy. He has
Wow.
been a godsend
Wow.
for this offense. I mean, he's added about 2 to 3 years
Oh,
on to Drew Brees' career.
He made Mark Ingram very vital.
Right.
He's done a lot.
Right. And he does so much from the special teams out the backfield, and he can carry the ball.
Make sure I hate to say this, but all that great stuff you just said it comes down to one guy, man.
Hey, listen, this game comes down to Cameron Jarrell
One
Newton.
guy. What does Cam do?
Cam shows up.
Will he be the one with the feather board that just looks like he ready to play, or would he be the one that's mad at the world and feel like, or will he be the one that plays Sunday?
Lord have mercy. Now, he can't do that 2 weeks in a row. But this is what we know about Cam. This is what we know about Cam. When focused,
Yeah.
he is one of the most dangerous weapons in the NFL.
He's a weapon.
And he can take over a game because
Yes.
when you really look at this Carolina team on paper is terrible.
They have no receivers, no running backs.
The fact that they're in the playoffs
No receivers. I
is
don't know how
all about one.
they won like a lot of games
Right.
with this team.
That defense now, that defense is a very good defense.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Very good defense. But it all comes down to Cameron Jarrell Newton.
And
What will he do?
And I don't think he can do it in New Orleans. I'm taking easily the Saints in this game. I'm talking 14 to 17 point win.
Ooh, Thomas Davis ain't gonna let that happen.
Make sure.
Thomas Davis ain't.
You know how defense are.
The way Thomas Davis talked to you up there that day, Thomas Davis ain't gonna let that.
You know we petty as defensive guys.
Y'all are petty. Defensive guys are the worst.
If we working our butt off, and all I keep seeing you throwing picks.
I do not like defensive guys. For the record, I do not like y'all.
Hey, so who do you like?
No. Today, I like the New Orleans Saints. They're at home. You know, I think Drew Brees understands that what makes us go is this running game and me hitting Michael Thomas on play action and getting some other guys involved. Yeah. Today, I like the Saints.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Let's
ATL, stand up. One team from Georgia went to LA and won a game.
Right.
Can another team from Georgia travel across country to LA in the Coliseum this time?
Right.
And beat the Rams, who's got weapons, who's got a lot of defensive speed, but Falcons, you still have the same weapons that took to the Super Bowl last year.
You're actually the more experienced team in this game.
Everything except for Gurley. Defensive wise, you got guys that's been to the Super Bowl who've been there.
Right.
Quarterback who's 10-year vet versus a 2-year vet.
Right. Who's still the reigning MVP till they name somebody
else. You look good on paper. My question is, will they get too cute, or will they get everybody frustrated and get out there in LA and make sure and lose their mind?
Well, first of all, Glade, let's clear up, because I saw, and this is why I just tell people, be careful about some of the stuff y'all be saying, because everybody's going on about the sweep and the stretch. Everybody, they're two different plays.
They're very two different.
Because they're blocked so different.
Right.
When you run a sweep, everybody, you're pulling people.
Yep.
When you run the stretch, everybody is stepping the same way.
Thank you.
So y'all stop talking, man, the sweep and the stretch, man, we run the same. No, you're not.
Stretch is meant to let the running back find a hole.
Let the running back find the hole.
The sweep is trying to get you outside.
It's trying to get you outside. Now, saying all that, Sark, put that sweep up.
Get rid of it.
Put that sweep. NFL teams are not letting you run top sweep.
I can't believe with all these weapons, the Atlanta Falcons have become very predictable.
Very, very predictable.
When you see 26 back there, toss.
Right.
It's a toss. Is it
all day, every day?
He ain't doing that. He might run a 5 or a 7 or a 6 power, but for the most part, everything outside for him.
And if they're running inside, basically, he's gonna jump it outside.
He's gonna bounce it out.
He's not going up in there.
We're gonna give our predictions when we come back. Stay with us. And also, man, we gotta give credit to our guy when we come back. We have a champion of the league.
Yeah, man, that's Crown T. Wheel.
T. Wheel will be the champion.
T. Wheel.
We'll talk about it when we come back.
Yeah.
Peace.
You ain't even bother to pick Sunday the weekend.
I forgot. And you know what's sad? A lot of them games I had, mate, sure I wrote them down like, oh, I don't know how I didn't pick. I'm so pissed off. I wanted to finish strong. I wanted to finish strong. Then I looked and I said, did I pick? Did you pick?
Yeah.
You won second, third?
So this is the last one that we out of 45?
Gotta be out. Hey, get it 1 minute then. Let's go ahead and finish up. We got a lot to talk about.
What?
Let's get this commercial over with so we can finish up.
Oh, okay.
Prime gotta pay that bit of damn bill. We got a lot to talk about in 6 minutes, so let's get it in. Prime might bring his sick ass up here. Hold up!
Okay.
You ready? You got the recap music?
Oh, no. You want a recap?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh. Wait a minute. Now I got
I saw 6 people out there. I told you it was gonna be a big crowd tonight.
Oh, I didn't even see.
I know you can't see, man. I'm looking for you. We're going to this Crush Recap brought to you by
Blunt Power.
Blunt Power 3 sprays last for days. You can find out more about
Blunt Power.
by going to their website, bluntpower.com, or going to their Facebook and or Twitter page at Blunt Power. Hey, great show, Maceo.
Man, off the hook.
But we
Off
got to
the
finish
hook.
with this. Who you liking Saturday at 4:15, man?
Well, real quick, shout out to our boy Michael Clay Harris, who just said Sarkisian doesn't know how to put the right personnel on the field at the right time. And we've said that all
He
year.
doesn't.
When one of the other back hurt, he called a better game because
Yeah.
he doesn't have to worry about juggling the backs.
He doesn't know how to do it. He don't even know how to use them together.
Nah, he don't know how to use them together, even though he put them out there today.
8-15 game. I'm sorry.
I like the Falcons today for the simple fact I just don't see Jared Goff being able to, even though he's at home and they've done all these great things. Playoff football is different from regular season football, and I think the Falcons will use not that the season's over.
Yeah.
The stress is off.
Right.
You got to be in it to win it.
Yep.
And they're playing away from the house, which is sometimes for teams
They play better.
it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think the Falcons win this game.
I do too, not because I'm a homer, but because I like the Jared Goff, what you said first. I think the Falcons defense wins this game because of Beasley and because they can get to him. I think one thing the Falcons are, they're very fast over there.
Right.
So they'll disrupt Gurley a little bit. And this is where you see where the money goes for Poe this week. His job will be able to take that guard and that tackle and slow down Gurley and let them run them Dion and those guys get the Gurley back and forth, side to side. And this will be a game, I'm going to say it right now, my bold prediction is out here a lot. Vic Beasley would have 3 sacks this game. He would change the game. Real quick, make sure you talk to him about our guy, the winner of the NFL Pick'ems for 2017.
So the champion for 2017 NFL Pick'em from the Crush Sports Talk, none other than Terrence Willis. But it technically regular season because it's not over because we got to pick the playoff game.
Yeah, but I mean he got a nice little lead.
But he is officially the champ. He finished number 1 at 175 and 81.
Yeah.
Erica finished second at 169.
Very good, Erica.
Good job,
Good
Erica.
come on the end there.
Jesse Finch finished third at 168.
Jesse was
88.
spreading all year, man.
Yeah, he stayed right there in the middle.
Yeah.
Maceo finished fourth. I was 165 and 91.
We had to talk about mine.
Shanae finished fifth. Lisa finished sixth. Lundy, after he got in there, then he got back out of there. He finished eighth. Liz finished ninth. Yeah, Glaze, you.
Did I get in 10?
Nah, you didn't get in 10. Nah, you got in 11th. You was on the outside looking in.
Let me just apologize.
Outside looking in.
Embarrassed.
No, Bobby Oliver. This was not against the spread, Bobby Oliver.
No, we didn't do the spread, Bobby. We went
Bobby
straight pick 'em.
Oliver, Bobby Oliver is such a gambler. He's always.
I can tell the
worried about
gambler.
spread.
Did you get the spread in? No,
Did you get the
we
spread?
didn't do the spread.
Did you get the spread?
Congratulations, T. Will. You had a heck of a 2017.
You did, T. Will.
Your Patriots came back for 28-3, and then you went first.
He was consistent all season. He didn't have a bad week.
So let's give a shout out in 2017. Shanae was our first ever college 64 pick.
Yeah, the Crush Pick'em NCAA bracket.
The bracket. She was the first one to win. Congratulations, Shanae.
Yeah.
And T. Will.
Yeah.
First, his birthday was recently.
Yeah.
Congratulations, T. Will.
He baby New Year, New Year's Eve.
So you know what that means, T. Will? You get to come in.
And Shanae said he a cheater.
Congratulations.
As he made that petty post awesome, Mays high on top. Y'all showed him win the May election. Now,
What?
hey man, hey,
You talking about me, Petty? Look at you. You done came back. You done came back. You done came back,
Doug
man.
Mays, baby. Doug Mays, baby.
Hey, man, so like we say, great thing. Biggest thing you got from this weekend, man. What was the biggest thing?
Man, real quick, shout out to Joe Burns,
Absolutely.
Coach Tink, them
Absolutely.
rising seniors, man. My team dedication. Of course we won.
Yeah, man.
All I do is win, man, except in the pickle.
Yeah.
Then win the pickle. But all I do is win, baby. I picked a great team.
Shout out to my boy Larry Thomas, who was able to see me in the Georgia League.
LT.
See young Larry do his thing. Great.
Young
to see.
Larry.
It was cold this weekend watching football.
Boy, it was cold. It was cold.
It was cold out there. Congratulations, everybody. Biggest thing you learned this weekend, man. Biggest thing you was able to see that you took away from this weekend, man.
Oh, man, listen, sports is everlasting, baby.
Boy.
Listen.
Boy.
It's always going to be a next.
Yep.
Just when you think, hey, oh man, I don't get no better than that. Yeah, yes it do.
My thing was never leave the game early because you never know. It was 31-14 Oklahoma. They squib kick it. The kid kicks a 55-yarder.
As they say, them Georgia Bulldogs.
They came back. And Raekwon Smith, you a man, son.
His name Roquan.
I'm going Raekwon.
Okay.
Because he's the chef,
Raekwon
too.
the chef.
He's the chef. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Lericia. Harris for coming in. Thank you, guys. 2018, we're here going into our 4th year. Y'all get ready. We got plenty for y'all. It's the Crush. Thank you, Mace.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll see y'all tomorrow, Recruit 101. Peace.
We on it.
Come on, Smitty.
We doing basketball again. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, Chanel, you got to defend your title.
It's 2 minutes. Listen, go pick your playoff games. Pick your playoff games.
I'm just gonna do it because I suck so much.
Yeah, pick your playoff games.
Thank you guys for listening.
It's not
All
over.
right, Smitty, I hear you, man. Hey, man, come
It's
on
not
down,
over.
Smitty. We'll talk.
Man,
Holla,
shout out to my
appreciate
guy,
it.
Coach Drew, what's happening? Charles Palmer, Omar, Deion Stafford. What up, y'all? Hey, man, $5.